They said that this guy Don Ohlmeyer turns out to be the president.
Yeah, now I know Don Ohlmeyer, and just between you and me, he's an idiot.
Oh. Yeah, I'm firing you there from the show. And then I said, oh, that's not good. You know? And then I said, why is that now? And he goes, oh, you're not funny.
Yeah.
And then I said, oh, Lord, that's even worse news, you know? He goes, no, I don't got nothing to fall back on. No. He's a good man.
Well, he just fired you. What do you mean he's a good... What is wrong with you?
There's too much cock talk. This guy has fevered nightmares all night. Dreams, I mean, like sweaty, fevered dreams from the cock talk that's been all over his head.
Why bury me twice? He's killing me.
No, he's a good man.
That erased it. All right.
No, he's a good man.
Who cares?
After all that, that's the whiteout he puts on.
Yeah, I know, it's awesome.
After he talks about you doing chin-ups on cock for 18 minutes, he goes, no, he's a good guy. I'll put it in sports terms why you got fired. You were fucking with OJ too much. That's exactly why you were fired, man.
Well, I don't know.
That's his buddy.
Yeah, it's his buddy.
Yeah, well, that's why you got canned.
OJ's a good guy. I mean, he's not...
Well, we got to end on that, Normie, but there's what they'll remember you by. OJ's a good guy.
Man,
Thanks for coming.
I swear to God, though, when you sit on a couch for the living, you should think about not giving that up. That's a great job. You sit on a couch, and you sit on a chair.
It got to be too much, though. I'm looking to lay down. Gotta tone it down a bit.
No, but you're a great man, and I'm gonna miss you on the show, man. You're a great man, isn't he? Because I was in the movie The People Against Larry Flint.
Versus Larry. You were in the movie. The People versus. There was a famous movie, and you're in it.
I was in it. I was one of the people that was versusing him.
Okay.
So he said to me, hey, no, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. When Larry Flint says, I'll take care of you, I assume that means I'll be having sex with an odd-looking lady, and then he'll come in whacking off on his wheelchair.
Well,
but he's a wonderful guy.
I think that...
You know where this guy started? He used to work under the Queensboro
George Washington.
Bridge.
I made the wrong bridge.
No, Queensboro Bridge, and he'd jerk off punks for $15 a man. That's when I first met him. But he's a good guy. I met Dr. Phil. Guy's not even a psychiatrist.
No, he's just a big
buffoon. Yeah, he was. They put him. I had a TV show, and they put him. I didn't know who he was, and then he played a psychiatrist. He played himself as a psychiatrist. So I said, "Oh yeah, how long have you been a psychiatrist?" He goes, "I'm not a psychiatrist."
Wow.
I go, "You're not?" He goes, "No." He goes, "I met Oprah. I'm a jury consultant. You know, people that select juries.
Okay.
Because Oprah was going against had a lawsuit against a bunch of cattle or something.
Right.
And so he was picking the jury, and he just he said some old-timey
That's a hard jury to pick.
Cattle?
Because if you have any ties with any cows or any
right, in Texas.
I'm just because you have to be completely.
That's true.
But he must have been good at his job.
Yeah, he was great at that job, and then he fooled America, you know.
Yeah.
No, he's a good guy, I guess. But
did she make him a doctor?
He was a doc. Well, that was just kind of his nickname, Doc.
That was his nickname,
like Doc Ellis.
Right.
But anyways, Joyce Brothers. Well, I don't want to speak ill of the dead, but what a fucking whore.
Jesus.
No, she was a nice lady. Adam was going, okay, you stand over with basketball scene. You stand over here. You stand over. There, you get over here, Timmy. You come around. You take the ball from Rock. You give it to. Well, somebody yell shoot! Somebody yell action! Said somebody yell action, and it was like action. No. Dugan directed the movie, but he was a good guy.
Yes.
Yeah. I was showing Annie. Did you ever meet Annie? A sketch that me and Sandler wrote in my first year.
The ski lift?
Yeah, you remember
I love that
sketch?
one. Yeah.
Oh, you remember that sketch?
Yeah. Was with Chevy Chase?
No,
No, it was with what's his
Jason
name?
Patrick.
Jason Patrick. Yeah.
Yeah, it was not good. But did you ever have
You
like
don't mind saying you don't like somebody.
what?
No, I think you said this.
No, he's a great man as an individual.
But how about as a group?
But I learned this from Robert Blake, who won't come on the
Nice
show.
guy.
I love him. But do you know him? Can you get him on the show?
No, I saw him on Beretta though. I
Yeah.
said that looks like a nice guy.
Yeah, Beretta was the best.
And the Little Rascals, I saw him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Book was riveting.
And the Flight.
You didn't read the book?
No, but I heard it. Was
Yeah, you heard it
pretty
from
good.
me because I read it. God damn
That was
this
a word you kept
motherfucker.
using,
I
right?
mean, no offense to him, but he's a good guy. Because it's funny with Saturday Night Live, isn't it? The people that either they go on to huge fame or they fizzle into oblivion generally.
Yeah. And it's.
Then there's me.
And then there's you.
But you know what I mean? They go huge, like big movies and big movie stars, or they're stabbing themselves in the belly out in the snow naked in Connecticut.
That is true.
Well, in Charles Rockets, it was only because he was on Saturday Night Live.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he wrote it in blood on the snow. Have you heard of this? What? No, he's a good guy. Who are some of the guys you've seen? Charlie
Who's some
Fleischer?
of the guys you started out with?
Charlie Fleischer?
Yeah, yes. Charles, he doesn't come by much anymore. But
Charles Fleischer used to always close the Improv. He'd always close.
Yeah.
And he'd do an hour.
I'm not sure. I think that guy's out of his goddamn mind. Am I allowed to say? I don't even know. If he comes back, it could be awkward. But
What happened?
he's just out of his mind.
What did he do?
You know, I'm not gonna get into it. But,
Did you have an encounter with him?
I mean, no, just every encounter.
That you have?
It's very
with him?
bizarre, off-putting.
Well. He seemed like a good guy. You know? I had a black guy open for me, and I got him into the hotel. Nice guy, Vince Champ. His name was Vince Champ. I don't know whatever happened to that fella. But a nice
Arrested
man.
for rape.
He knows, and he's not making fun of rape.
Two businessmen bought the Milwaukee Bucks for $550 million. They are very excited with their purchase, as this is the only legal way to own black people. Now that is here, and I read that.
Well, you're not there. You know how businessmen are racist?
They are.
Yeah, so it's them being racist.
They
not
are.
You.
The two businessmen that bought the Milwaukee Bucks for $550 million
Yeah.
are racist,
Oh,
according
no,
to
they're
this.
fine, man.
They're
Hey, how about this? The Dalai Lama said that killing in the name of religion is unthinkable. Hey, thanks, Dalai Lama. I'm sure everybody will fucking listen to you. No one listens to the Dalai
No,
Lama.
no one. He doesn't have a wide.
Like the head of another church is going
Right.
to listen to the Dalai Lama. Oh, whatever. Everybody's good. Yeah, like I went to Vegas a couple weeks ago and a funny thing happened. Hey, Andy.
Hi.
And a funny thing happened there in Vegas, right? I go there, to gamble. I meet a couple of midgets,
Couple of midgets?
Yeah.
Little people, I call them.
Well, I don't think of people as little people.
Okay, your word's better.
Yeah.
Go ahead anyway. You meet a couple of midgets.
I know a lot of people in show business talk about the little people.
Right.
But I think everybody's the same. The midgets, the regular people,
Okay.
we're all human beings.
We're all human beings. That's good. You're not. That's good. You have a good
Except
attitude.
Some of us are, short and have weird big heads. So, anyway, these guys.
That neck went out there for a second, but it's better now. But
These two midgets, man, they were the funniest dudes. And one of them was telling me that him and his buddy decided to get a couple of prostitutes, because midgets, they can't have sex very much with the women, And, so they say, we'll get a couple of prostitutes.
I didn't know that, but okay. Yeah.
So they say, let's get a couple of prostitutes, right? So the other midget goes, hey, man, that's great. So,
What are they, Cheech and Chong? Like you're two midgets, like, hey, dude. Yeah, man, that sounds heavy.
well, you know.
All right.
So the midgets, the one midget, they get their two prostitutes, you know, and they take them up to their room, you know, in the hotel. And so the one midget, he gets in the room with the girl. And
They're in separate rooms here?
Yeah, separate rooms, but they're adjoining.
Right.
So the one midget, he gets with the prostitute, and he wants to have sex with her, but he'd been drinking a lot, so he had trouble, like, performing, you know?
Yes, I know.
Right. Nobody knows better than you about that. So the one midget, he gets in with his girl, but he's too drunk to perform, and he feels real bad, right? So then, this is what the guy's telling me, the midget. He goes down, then afterwards, he says, okay, get out, you dirty whore, you know? He blames her, you know?
Right, blames her,
Yeah.
okay.
So she leaves, and then he's feeling all bad, so he listens with a glass to the next room where his buddy is with his prostitute.
Right.
And he hears, like, in the next room, he hears, 1, 2, ah! 1, 2, ah! 1, 2, ah! 1, 2, ah!
Right.
1, 2, ah!
Right. Stop doing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he goes, oh, that dirty, dirty midget's having some fun sex over there, you know? So...
He calls him a midget too?
Yeah.
But he's a midget. All right, but anyway.
So he feels bad, you know?
Right.
And the next day, man, he meets his buddy midget at the coffee shop. He goes, and the guy goes, hey, man, how'd it go last night? And the one guy goes, oh, man, it was horrible, you know? I was too drunk. I couldn't perform with my prostitute. He goes, but it sounds like you had a good time. And then the other guy, midget, goes, what, are you kidding? I couldn't even get up into the bed. I was...
You know, it's really lucky that you ran into those guys, because it's such a good story.
I know. Well, it's a happy ending. They did very good at Baccarat, and they went home.
They were happy.
I'm used to say goodbye, nothing new to me. Baby, I'm trying to survive, and I know that you believe in a world with happy endings. So tired of pretending.
You're writing a book,
Yes,
How to Be a Model.
yes. The Complete Idiot's Guide to Getting into Modeling.
So, like, rule number 1, be incredibly beautiful. I mean, what are the things that you can do?
Rule number 2.
Yeah.
Don't be a midget.
Okay. All right.
Norm fucks with people.
No.
First of all, when I say I love you, like, that's the truth. Like, you
No, I
know,
love
being
you
around you, your energy, it's fun.
yeah.
But
I
I
love
had
it
to
too.
learn a little bit. He used to come to my house. I have like he would come to the house, and then he would say something about, like, you know, I have to use a real example. Like, I'm very anti hitting kids at all. Just, okay, I'm not, we don't have to get into it now. But no, I don't mean, of course not.
Really going out on a limb now.
No, everyone knows that we're not, there's certain people that go, of course not abuse, but a proper spanking. I'm against that too.
You're against spanking.
Yes.
You're against spanking.
Yes, even
With children.
spanking.
With children.
Well, unless it's two consenting adults, I don't really have any.
Spanking. What about when they get you and then it hits the back of your balls?
Oh. That's just all great timing, because I don't know what you meant. Because you would come there and I said something about it, and you went off how it's all right, and you, for like 45 minutes, we're like, Norm, he goes, well, you know, kids, you know, and I'm like, so then he goes, I'm just kidding. Then he goes off on an hour dissertation that was so articulate and so eloquent that it was said what I felt better than I could say it, so he was just fucking with everybody for 45 minutes. You think that'll never happen again? And it did. A month later, something came up in politics. You just throw stuff out there, and then you go, nah, and then you get everyone worked up.
I'm a provocateur.
You know, with politics, it's like, yeah, I don't like to get into it that much anymore.
Yeah, let's not get into this shit, man.
Okay, buddy.
Because it's getting... I can see people not laughing now.
No, I mean, but, you know, laughter, but, you know, I know that you've gotten into a little bit of flack around it, but you're...
Flack around what?
Around politics.
What do you mean?
Well, just say, you've said things that people have reacted to, but you're not like a political comic.
I'm not political. I've only said things on purpose to provoke people.
Right.
Once in a while.
You like doing that, though.
Once in a while.
Yeah.
But I've never. But I've never. Because I don't know enough. And because I don't respect political humor when it's nothing but gossip. Did you see Django Unchained?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. You remember when Leonardo DiCaprio and the boys were sitting around watching the slaves fight to death?
Yeah, awful.
Yeah, awful. But isn't that what boxing is?
No.
You and your rich friends, you go to Vegas, you say, bring up those poor black people from the ghetto. In the ghetto.
I don't think that's the requirement.
And a mother cry.
I don't think that's the requirement.
What's not a requirement?
You have to be African American.
But you have to be poor.
Okay.
No.
It just so happens, I think. Maybe because that's a way out for kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But do you think it's cool that rich people pay money to watch two poor people fight to the death?
Well, if they're good, they won't be poor anymore. Mayweather was one of the top paid athletes last year.
Yeah. And he lost it all on the Jaguars.
I thought we were going over my credits, and you've lured me into a discussion. You put me on the side of the argument.
I'm trying to say,
a rich white person oppressing young black males into boxing. I don't know how I got.
I remember when we came in. It was you. Wasn't even Will. But the talk was all about David.
Is that right?
Yes.
Wow.
And I think in the first year, you proved to be the guy.
I did well. I will say
Name me another guy that had that many characters in the first year of Saturday Night Live, bar Eddie Murphy.
Well, I'll bet you Mike Myers did.
First year? Mike Myers, first year, nothing.
Nothing.
What is your favorite project you've ever worked on?
This.
I want to talk about Del Close.
Favorite project I've ever worked on? There's tons. There's tons of them.
Yeah.
A recent one, and this is not just.
So you don't understand the word favorite.
Wow. Is this called Norm's Hot Box today?
You're right.
No, but it's fine.
You're right. I feel like the guy that threw Cool Hand Luke into
the box.
Yeah. In a few words, tell us why Second City is so much better than the Groundlings or Upright Citizens Brigade.
Is it?
That's what he thinks.
He said, tell me why it is.
Yeah.
I keep getting put into this situation. Here's your argument you must defend.
I think women are hilarious.
Paul Westerberg. I do too.
Yeah, well, you haven't brought one up yet.
I haven't brought a woman up?
No, as a funny. I think women are really, really funny.
What does this have to do with the replacement?
He's trying to goad me into bait me into another argument.
No, because
I have to take the side that I don't want to take.
Because you're a comedy expert, and all of a sudden you're Kurt Loder. I mean, I want to hear about comedy, and I think women are funny. And I'm tired. You do think women are funny? This is a rather troublesome thing I've got to address. This was in Adam Eagle's dressing room. If you can read it, it says, ISIS hunting permit. I said, what does this mean even? ISIS hunting permit. Everyone would want to kill ISIS. And then you said, no, I wouldn't want to kill ISIS. Does that mean ISIS hunting permit? Does that mean that this is supposed to be taken as some sort of redneck thing?
Yeah, it seems like it would be on like
Why
a
would
redneck.
this be a redneck thing?
Well, it just seems typical of something you'd see on the back of a pickup
Right,
truck.
but I said after that, I said, but no, everyone would want to kill ISIS.
The thing is that somebody would use that as permission to kill Muslims, just because they couldn't differentiate between who is ISIS and
Why
who
would
is,
they not say Muslim hunting permit?
well, because they sort of look at all Muslims as being ISIS. You know, that's the problem when people want to deport all the Muslims from America. They think that they're all part of ISIS, when in truth they're not.
His biggest fear is that ISIS or some terrorist group like that will get a hold of a dirty bomb and explode it over a major city within the United States and kill tens of millions of people. Because then the blowback against innocent Muslims would be absolutely terrible. Were you surprised by Brexit?
I was surprised by Brexit.
You
Thank
were,
you for
huh?
asking. Yes,
I wasn't
You saw it
surprised.
coming?
It took me a long time to understand what it stood for. Do you know?
Yeah, I don't
whisper
remember.
to you. I'll whisper it.
Good God.
I'm whispering.
No, all right, I'm listening. I'm trying to listen. Okay.
England's not doing well financially.
Right.
Can't you get you call them your mates? Mm-hmm. They're friends.
Yeah.
Everybody else in the world, they call them mates.
Sure.
Get a couple of dozen of your mates and go down to that Buckingham Palace and kill the old bag.
To what end?
Money.
Right. Are you an old sea captain? What is this shtick that you? Because I'm pretty sure I've watched some of these other editions of the show, and I'm pleased to see that I've broken from the rule of only having white blokes on the show, which seems to be you only have white men and Roseanne
because it's supposed to be a comedy.
Right. But it's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be. It's alleged.
You did that. You're at the Tonight Show. You bring the band up. How was the Tonight? Can you tell us what the Tonight Show? What happened at the Tonight Show tonight? What's the new studio like?
Oh, you haven't been there?
No.
Oh, it's in Universal City, and it's much more like cartoony kind of vibe going on than Jay's was. You know, kind of same way as his old show was.
Yeah. Cool.
It was fun.
Cool. Well, we have
what? Hunter S. Thompson can't wait any longer.
No, we don't have to talk to Hunter S. Thompson.
No, we can hear him. What's the matter?
Hunter S. Thompson, do you have a question for Norm?
Yeah, I do actually. I know he spent years on SNL and whatnot, but my question actually revolved around if he had seen the video with Lady Gaga's cock.
Yeah.
Whose cock?
Lady Gaga's, I think he said. Could be a prank.
I don't
not
know,
sure,
man.
But, is there an actual video with it? No.
The problem is I've seen so many cock videos that they all blur together after a while. I don't fucking remember names.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's really, it is a blur for you, really? Why would you see so many of these?
Cock videos?
Yeah.
I like to see how the other world lives, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'm a feminist. I like ladies.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, what are ladies into? Cock? I'm like, I wonder why. I look at them.
Yeah. Just sort of studying up on...
Yeah, what they like.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's what they like.
That makes sense.
Other guys' cocks.
Hey, you're on the air with Norm MacDonald.
And his cock.
Yeah.
You know what you ought to do right now? Get up and dance like Ellen.
What?
All over the building, and we'll follow you with the camera. Wouldn't that be great? You could dance over women.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Have you ever done the Ellen show?
No, not yet.
It's the most shabbily run operation. You know who wouldn't do this? Ellen.
Oh.
Would not do it to me.
Take it back.
Oh, Ellen.
David often gets confused with Ellen. No, that's a true fact. I'm not making it up.
No.
This was before the goatee, before the mustache, and thank God Ellen shaved that off. But our top story tonight. This week, after months of speculation, sitcom star Ellen DeGeneres finally admitted that yes, she is gay. Inspired by her courage, today, diet guru Richard Simmons admitted that he is really, 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 really gay. And in entertainment news, Ellen DeGeneres and lover Anne Hesh have announced that they want to have a baby. However, their plan has hit a snag. They are both women. It is not possible to have a child. On Tom Snyder this week, actor Tony Danza said he thought the recent open display of affection by lesbian couple Ellen DeGeneres and Anne Hesh in front of President Clinton was extremely disrespectful. On hearing the comment, President Clinton responded, "Someone should tell Tony Danza to shut the hell up." Well, by now, most of you have seen or heard about last week's episode of Ellen, in which the main character, played by Ellen DeGeneres, announced that she is gay. Here to comment on Ellen, our very own Will Ferrell. Hi, Will.
Like everyone in the country, I saw the historic episode of Ellen, and of course, I loved it. I don't know what it is, but when a first-class comedian spoofs gay people, it always makes me laugh. Hey, let's face it, gays are funny. I loved Billy Crystal on Soap, and that Harvey Fierstein impression of a homosexual couldn't be more dead on. Heck, even I do a funny gay guy around the office. You know, Judy Garland, fresh cut flowers, interior decorating. It's all in good fun. Why not? I'm no homophobe. So, Ellen DeGeneres, I salute you. There's no controversy here. She's just a damn good comedian who's able to get good laughs pretending she's a lesbian. And if that's wrong, then that's my kind of wrong.
Well, Will, now, she's not exactly pretending.
How's that?
I mean, she wasn't on the cover of Time magazine for pretending she was gay. She really is gay.
Ellen DeGeneres is gay, the real Ellen DeGeneres.
Yes, she's a lesbian.
Oh, my God. I'm going to be sick.
Oh, God!
Why did you put that dirty, sickening image in my mind? Oh, no, here it comes again.
God, she's just a lesbian.
Oh, stop it! Please stop!
Quite good. Normally I don't like Will Ferrell vomit, but this is actually really good. Let's just end. And then there's gay ladies too, lesbians, you know, that I think, like, for mainstream America, they're easier to accept, you know, because, you know, there's no, like, anal tearing and stuff. So basically, I don't know what they do. I guess they just, like, lick each other or something. I don't know. They can't fuck because they got no cock. So I don't know how they can't have sex, right? All they can do is go buy a cock. They go to, like, stores. You know what, man, I hate that real cock, but I love that big fake plastic cock. It's too complicated for me to understand. I'm saying, like, things that are completely ill-informed. But I'm just trying to figure it out. Oh, God bless, though. God bless everyone.
So, Norm, your book, based on a true story, reads like a novelistic memoir. The central narrative is reminiscent of Hunter S. Thompson's Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, and you've got bits of Jack London, Steinbeck, and maybe just a dash of Tolstoy sprinkled in there for good measure. I'm curious about what you were hoping to accomplish with the book. Do you see it as kind of a parody of celebrity memoirs, an homage to your favorite authors, or is it something else entirely?
No, what I wanted to do was make the greatest comic novel of all time, because I love reading, but when it comes to comedy, it's incredibly hard to write comedy. You know, Mark Twain is funny.
Oh, yeah.
To an extent, he's funny. John Kennedy O'Toole's novel was funny.
A Confederacy of Dunces, yeah.
To an extent, it was funny. But it wasn't gut-busting funny. So I wanted to make a book that was... I knew I couldn't make it as strong as my stand-up. First of all, it's fiction. And it really bothers me that it's on the nonfiction.
Mm-hmm.
New York Times considers it nonfiction because it's ridiculous. And I've had arguments with them because just because it says a memoir on the title is meaningless. You know, that's just the title. Anyways, no, that's what I was aiming to do, was to write the funniest novel that's ever been written.
Yeah, gut-busting.
Yeah.
One of the great things about the book is that it's unlike any other works of comedy I've ever encountered, whereas a lot of books by celebrities are confessional, telling the story behind the story. With this book, you turn that model on its head. You'll take a kernel of truth and spin it into a ridiculous story, like the time you worked on SNL and ended up with a 40-year prison sentence for contracting a hitman to kill a writer. And some reviewers have said the book ridicules audiences looking for some juicy gossip. Does that criticism hold any water for you? Is that something you were trying to do?
No, I wasn't trying to do it, but I did immediately understand that backstage holds nothing. Like in show business, backstage is just you're eating a sandwich trying to figure out what to do on stage. So, you know, on stage is the real thing. And so what I was trying to do with the book to make that point strongly was to make the book not backstage either, but rather on stage. I wanted to make the book a work, not talking about some other work, you know?
Mm-hmm, a novel as opposed to nonfiction. Yeah, and my sense is that maybe another reason why you wanted to turn your life into this work of fiction is because you're not a fan of confessional comedy, right? I've read that somewhere.
Oh, no, I'm not. No, this is a new thing that I didn't even know about until a couple of years ago, and I started noticing it in clubs, you know? And it was maddening. I didn't like it at all.
Why not?
Well, because I was always taught that the nature of art was to conceal, not to reveal. When people confess things, and they're told how brave they are, you know, because they have cancer or something, and they talk about it. Well, everyone has cancer. I mean, it's not rare at all. The brave thing to do if you have cancer is to not talk about it, is to just have it and keep it a secret and don't burden anyone with it. All you're doing is burdening people with those things.
You think so? You don't think it can ever be helpful to share this story for other people going through, in this case, going through cancer, dealing with cancer? You don't think that?
It might be, but I certainly doubt that's its intent. Its intent is to bask in the pity.
So it's kind of narcissistic, would it be fair to say, almost?
It's incredibly narcissistic. These are private things.
Yeah. Have you ever read Nick Tosh's 1992 biography of Dean Martin? It's called...
Yes.
You have?
Dino.
Yeah, excellent. Dino, living high in the dirty business of dreams. The reason I ask is because you've read it, you know this, but our listeners won't know this. One of Tosh's central arguments in the book is that Dean Martin approached his life and career with this thing called menefregissimo, an Italian word meaning I don't give an F. And it seems to me that you have a lot of that same spirit of menefregissimo, and that is a big part of your appeal and success. I would even go so far as to say that you could be described as the Dean Martin of stand-up comedy. Or maybe it would be more accurate to say that Dean Martin is the Norm MacDonald of male vocalists. What do you think? Do you think you've got the menefregissimo going on?
Dean Martin is my hero of all time. He's like my number one guy.
Really?
When I was a little kid, I would watch the Dean Martin show.
Sure. Gold Diggers, him coming down the fire pole?
Yes.
Yeah.
And something resonated with me that everything else seemed false, but he seemed real within that false framework. I always remember this sketch he did because he would get giant stars on the show, you know. So it was him and Ruth Buzzy. They're in a cold water flat. They're supposed to be a couple. And she's in complete Ruth Buzzy garb with the handbag and everything.
Yeah, the old lady routine that she does Gladys, I think the name was, that she would do with Artie Johnson on Laughing.
Exactly. And Dean Martin is wearing a tuxedo.
Yeah.
The same tuxedo that he had on for the opening monologue.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's just standing, reading from a card, not even looking at her. And she's acting up a awful storm, you know. There's a knock on the door. It's Sinatra, who's also wearing a tux. Oh, they also have a drink and a cigarette in their hands.
Oh, of course.
So they walk in, they do the sketch, and then Dean Martin sees something. I'll never forget this. He starts laughing, and he walks up and he looks at the cue card, you know, and he picks it up and starts reading it and laughing at how funny because he's never seen it before. So I don't know. It's sort of dereliction of duty in a way, you could say, but to me it was hysterical as a child. So yeah, Dean Martin was a gigantic influence in my life. It's funny that you stumbled onto that.
So Dean Martin's this huge influence. Is that the thing you took, the thing that I see in a lot of your comedy, the menefregissimo, the I don't give an F attitude?
Yes, I stole that from Dean Martin, note for note.
Wow. Okay.
But I love that thing. I forgot that phrase. What do you call it?
Menefregissimo. That's what Tasha calls it. It's a real word. It's like actually, I looked it up. It's in Wiktionary. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's fun to say.
Menefregissimo, yeah. I would order that.
Yeah. Yeah, menefregissimo with a little marinara on the side. Yeah, I would order it too.
Menefregissimo. I love that. Yeah.
So something else I read in terms of just writing a joke, that one of the things you often aspire to is you like to have a setup and punchline that are as close together as possible in terms of the wording, right?
Yes. That was something that I tried to do on Weekend Update specifically, not in stand-up. Because it was a parody of the news, it needed to have the setup be a very rigidly written sentence that a newsman would say, you know?
Yeah.
Exactly like a newsman would say. Since it had that, I thought the punchline and the setup, if they were exactly the same, would be great, because then you're just pointing out the absurdity of the setup, you know? Oftentimes in a joke, I would do the setup and everyone would laugh, and then you don't even have to go on, you know? Because you can't comment on something that everybody already finds ridiculous and funny.
Yeah. Can you give me an example? Is there a joke that's come the closest, something that you told on Weekend Update that came closest to the setup and punchline almost matching word for word?
Yes, there was one joke. Lyle Lovett and Julie Roberts are getting divorced. The reason insiders cite is that she's Julia Roberts and he's Lyle Lovett.
Yeah, that's great, because they seem like such an odd couple. So yeah, you use the newsman setup, and then that is a classic. What is the biggest laugh you ever got? Like, you've gotten thousands, I guess, in all the years you've been doing stand-up. Is there one moment that you can point to as one of the biggest laughs or the most satisfying laughs you ever got?
No, I can't, because this is why. Because in live stand-up, this is something I learned also, because I was always afraid to speak to the audience, and I also thought it was very hackneyed to speak to the audience.
Oh, like to interact with them.
Yes, to interact with the crowd. And so I would just stare into the lights and do my jokes. As time went on and I gained a little maturity, I understood it was only fear that stopped me from talking to the audience, and that's what the audience loves. That's what makes it a live event. Otherwise, they could just watch it on YouTube, you know? They could just watch your act or just read your act off a piece of paper. So what they want is interaction. So that's why I can't cite the biggest laugh, because that's where the biggest laugh would come, organically out of a conversation with people.
Yeah.
I think about laughter quite a bit. And when you say, like, the biggest laugh, I find it very interesting. I was just thinking about this last week. The biggest laughs you'll ever hear in life are like at a Thanksgiving dinner with a bunch of loved ones. And nothing funny is said, you know? But there's this laughter that's going through the room. And it just comes from love. So I've been talking about love a lot in my act lately, because I find that to be a taboo subject.
I find that surprising. Why do you find love to be a taboo subject?
Well, no one talks about it. You know, no one finds any comedy in it. And yet it's central to everything there is.
Do you think because so much of comedy is based on conflict, love is difficult to turn into jokes?
Yeah, it's very difficult.
Can you give me an example of a joke about love that you've told that you're particularly happy with?
Well, I talk about how much we don't love, you know, and how we can walk beside a homeless guy that's pleading for money and ignore him and stuff. Mm-hmm. I talk about like how a dog can love, and that's all it does really, is love. Mm-hmm. You know, we can't even keep up with the dog. But now, this sounds not funny at all, as I say it.
Yeah.
But when I say it in a club, it catches people off guard. That's what it does. Mm-hmm. Because you're not supposed to be talking about that. You're supposed to be cynical. And I used to be cynical. I used to be a very cynical person.
So when did you stop being such a cynical person? What was the turning point?
I don't know. Just as I aged, just as anybody grows, you know?
Yeah.
Just constant introspection and seeing that what you do maybe is hollow or something, and so you have to change all the time.
Do you see or have you seen your work as a stand-up comedian as hollow?
Yeah, my earlier work, yeah.
Yeah, because you're constantly improving and growing.
Yeah, I talked of nothing of consequence or significance. I do love comics that talk about minutiae. Mm-hmm. Like there's a comic named Brian Regan that I love, and Jerry Seinfeld.
Sure, yeah, the master of it.
And in some ways, I think those guys are the deepest of anybody because they talk about the stuff of life, you know, the little things.
Yeah, life is made up of the details.
Yeah, exactly. So I certainly love that, but I guess my mind goes toward the more ethereal, especially as of late. You know, I live alone, I think a lot, so I sort of live in a fantasy world more than I wouldn't know what's inside a grocery store, you know.
It has its pros and cons to live in a fantasy world.
It has its pros and cons, yeah. You could lose your mind, that's the con.
Yeah.
But the pro is everything turns out all right.
Menefregismo, menefregista, ser menefregismo, 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 menefregismo.
Norm MacDonald is a stand-up comedian and a fictional memoirist. His new book is called Based on a True Story, a memoir. His new stand-up special debuts on Netflix on Tuesday, May 9th. It's called Norm MacDonald, Hitler's Dog, Gossip, and...
Yeah, well, I thought this was a memoir. I thought this was...
No, it only says a memoir on it, but it's a novel. I don't know, so I was angry when it was in the nonfiction.
Yeah.
Because it's a memoir. It says a memoir, it doesn't mean anything.
Right.
It's like if you bought Grapes of Wrath, you're like, hey, there's no grapes.
Yeah.
Or you put it in the grape section. That's smart.
Yeah.
Then everybody will find Grapes of Wrath.
Yeah.
People that like grapes.
Okay, listen.
I'm Norm MacDonald, sir, ladies and gentlemen. Norm, how you feeling?
I'm not a guest, though. It's like, it's on The View and right?
Were you ever on The View?
Yeah, I was.
What's that Star Jones like?
No, you want to hear my View story?
Yes. Were you really on The View?
Yeah, I was in L.A. and I was doing some fucking sitcom, and I was like, I was up all night. They wanted to interview me on The View. And so I was already up all night gambling and stuff. And I'd been talking about to the producer all the week through, and he kept having comedy ideas for me. Like he'd go, hey, what if you come out with red hair?
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Really?
Are you making this up?
No, that's what I'm thinking.
No, his name is Bill Geddes.
Is he the guy they show on? He's always sitting.
He's the guy they show, and he goes, I go, why would I wear red hair? And he goes, Barbara just got her hair dyed, and the gals are giving her trouble for it.
Oh, still not good, but explainable.
So I don't want to do that. So I'm like, no, I won't do that. I keep going, I'll think of something, So anyways, I remember one of his, he kept pitching them every day. And one of them he said was, he goes, what if you go out there and all of a sudden during the middle of the interview, your phone rings?
Oh, great.
And he goes, but we don't tell the ladies, you know? Because you pull out the phone, you go, it's your agent, Morty. You go, Morty. My agent, Morty.
Marty Flipman.
So I go, Morty, you can't call me during the show, you know? And he goes, that'll be funny, man.
Why does he think he has to give you funny ideas?
I don't know, because... But
Swallow
I guess
your
I
gum.
agreed
Spit
to
your
that.
gum out.
Sorry. I guess I agreed to that one without...
You did
You
that
did
one.
it?
Well, I didn't remember, but I was like going towards in the car from the casino to the View, and and I still didn't have a story, so I said, "Oh, just ask me about Bill Cosby. I have a Bill Cosby story." So when I got there, I guess without me knowing, he's like, "Hi, how are you? Here's the phone." He handed me like a cell phone, a fake one. I was like, oh, I forgot what it was for. I've been up all night and everything. So I went out and I was about to tell my Bill Cosby story, and the gals had a picture of me meeting George W. Bush, who was running for election against, who was he running against?
John Kerry?
Al Gore.
Al Gore, yeah. Nobody knew he was really bad yet. So, but anyways,
You mean George Bush?
Yeah, I had a chance to meet him. So I was like, oh, that would be cool. Like, you get to meet the president. I mean, the guy who's running to be president. And I guess there's not a lot of conservative support. And as he landed, it was just me and Ben Stein. It wasn't all these, like Hillary lands, it's everyone else.
So you met did you meet him?
Yeah, and because no one wants to meet him, you get to meet him, you know? Even as a very peripheral celebrity. And I got to go on the plane. Like I would have had to be like Barbara Streisand status.
Hold on, you got to go on what's that plane called?
No, that was before he was president.
Yeah,
Didn't he still fly on a?
This is before he was president. Not Air Force One.
Oh,
that's what you're thinking, Tom?
Are you still in a private plane with him?
Yeah,
private plane.
No big deal.
That's still
no, I know.
So go on. You're on the View.
Anyways, the gals show the picture of me like shaking his hand, and they didn't even tell me they were going to do it. And then they're like, all of a sudden, everything's like they're commies or something. You know, it's like they have this picture. They keep making fun of it, like I'm Kurt Waldheim in the forest with Hitler. So, you know, it's just
you feel like saying, "Hey, this is before we knew."
Well, no, we didn't even know then. He was just running. So, anyways, I said, well, what about the guy we got in now? He murdered a guy, I heard. That's what I said.
You said that?
That's what I said.
That's what...
I said, that guy murdered a guy. And then Barbara Walters goes, what did you say? And I go, isn't it a matter of public record? I thought he murdered a guy. And then made it look like a suicide. So she's like, you're stepping on thin ground, mister. So I go,
Barbara Walters.
Which is not even a saying, so you know he's in trouble.
It's true. It's not a saying. So I go, so I said, I just kept pretending like it wasn't a crazy thing to say. And she's like, oh, and the audience was all uncomfortable. And then I hear in the studio a phone rings, like it's like a.
Oh, that. Oh God!
Like it's the guy trying to help it out, but it's at a bad time. So I pick up the phone. I go, "Hey, Morty." I go, "What are you doing?" You know, the girls are, huh? So then I go, "I don't know." I go, "That Bill Geddes guy told me to take the fake phone out and pretend to talk to my agent Morty. He said it would be really funny." So then Barbara Walters goes, "You are one piece of work, mister." She goes, "Just tell your Bill Cosby story." Oh. So I go, "No, I can't."
At this point, when it's, are you getting nervous at all?
I mean, don't you feel like you need to defend yourself?
Fun. No, it was fun.
You like that?
Oh, it was so fun. It was crazy.
I start sweating when that stuff
I want to
happens.
see a tape of it.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't get
Probably
it
on
to
YouTube.
Now, what part of that is
I think
fun?
I must have it somewhere, right?
Like,
That's
did
a
you
fucking good
enjoy
set.
like exposing Barbara Walters, or
It was just fun seeing everyone like all this
uncomfortable?
It was fun when it was all crazy, and then when that phone rang, it was the funniest thing ever because it was the producer like. It's way gone. The audience saw like he's talking about what the president murdered a guy. Ring, ring. He's like desperately.
I'll save this.
Yeah, but did Barbara Walters realize that it wasn't really your phone? Did she think you were lying? That it was Bill Geddes doing it? Did she think you were lying? You think?
No. I think she like because I was just saying what happened. She got. But I didn't know any way out of it. I didn't want them to think that was my idea. Like I ranted about the president, and then as part of a conceptual bit, pulled out a phone. I had to tell them it was Bill Geddes.
Where did new songs on the radio sounding fake? Prince and Genesis were better anyway.
Hey, Norm, you're Canadian.
Yes, I am.
So what do you think of this whole presidential mess?
Well, I hope that the Democrats don't steal the election from the winner, you know, but who knows?
You like George Bush, don't you?
I love George Bush, man. He's a good man, decent, you know, none of this. He's, you know, he's not a liar, a crook, murderer, or anything like that. So it'd be good to get the. See, I think we should get the homicide out of the White House and get like a fresh start, because we don't want any more murderers.
I think we should just go on to the next question.
Oh.
Who are the murderers? Yeah.
Oh, Clinton, he murdered a guy.
Yeah, you know, we're not allowed to, you're not allowed to put out no accusations without
That's a little
Charlie.
too
That's
far.
the way it does work.
Let's just go on to the next question. Please.
Yeah.
This is not my week. What can I tell you?
Oh, it's not mine either, and I'm being very nice, okay? Be a good boy. Now, Norm.
Do you never hear that?
No. Listen,
No,
we don't need
I
to
don't want
talk
to get
about
into
that.
this, and I don't want to hear it, and this is not the place to make those accusations, and you're supposed to be funny. Let's get on to the next question. So get with it.
There you go.
This is a live show.
Not for nothing, Norm, but you have been properly chastised by Barbara, so I'm now going to ask the next question.
I thought it was a matter of record.
Shut up. Look,
Okay.
let me do this, okay?
I'll tell you what's a matter of record. You will not be invited back if you don't shut up. All right, now. Let's talk football.
All right, manslaughter.
Let's talk football.
Norm, did you ever hear the word?
The phone is ringing.
I certainly hope that's somebody calling to tell you to go home.
Oh, no.
Dude, you got a phone ringing.
Oh.
Answer the phone.
Hello? Oh, yeah. Oh, no. The thing is this. You know Matt Strauss?
Yeah, the producer.
The producer. He told me it would be funny. He said, like, why don't you carry a cell phone on and then let it ring and then pretend like there's a guy on it?
Is there anybody on it?
No, it's a pretend
You know what, Norm? You're a dead man.
Here, you talk to him, man.
You know what, Barbara? You know what you said about rage and work?
Give this man a plate of soup and tell him to shut up.
Norm,
all right, then. Let's see.
Norm.
What?
Okay, listen, Norm, listen. Not only have you annoyed us, but I've read that you have actually annoyed one of your idols. Who is that?
Oh, the great Bill Cosby.
Yeah, what'd you do?
Oh, my God, I love that guy. He's my hero, you know, just like you, maybe George or Bill Clinton would be your hero. I love.
There's no stopping you, is there?
No, you seem to like Bill Clinton.
Really, and this man leads into our show on Friday night.
I know.
It's all right, his career's over after this anyway. Who cares? Go ahead, Norm.
No, Bill Clinton, who's a great man, obviously. You know, everybody has their opinions, right?
Mm-hmm. Are you moving along?
No,
You're
Bill
going to get to the point.
Cosby.
Bill
Cosby.
Oh,
God.
Cosby. What's in that coffee? What are you drinking in there?
Well, Bill Cosby is a great man, first of all. There has never been any accusations toward Bill Cosby about any...
Will you just tell us what you did about Bill Cosby?
Oh, I met him. I opened for him at a club. And he was a great man, you know. He's my hero of all time. You know how funny Bill Cosby is,
Yeah, so get to the point. I'm going past menopause. Make the point. Let's go.
Not everything has a point.
We are learning that, okay?
All right, Norm, you want to finish the story, or shall I ask you the next thing?
Well, the Bill Cosby thing is this.
Dear God.
I met Bill Cosby. We're all fans of Bill Cosby, right, Barbara?
Yeah.
What? Yes. Why don't we talk about the millionaire?
Oh, yeah, you know what? Tonight, Norm and I...
please. I like Bill Cosby. Let's talk about the millionaire.
Norm MacDonald and I are on The Millionaire tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Well, tell him about that, how you thought he's dumb today. Where do you see him tonight? Come on, Norm. Tell him, Norm.
People always told me Hollywood was like incredibly liberal and biased, and I thought it was untrue. But
You want to talk about the millionaire?
Yes, I do.
You have 10 seconds to
tell how
talk
much
about
you
the
want.
millionaire.
Don't tell how much
Don't
you
tell him what I won?
No.
Oh.
You're not allowed to tell anything like that.
Well, what are you trying to ask him then?
I don't know. He doesn't answer anything anyway. So
All
we'll tell him.
right. Okay, so he's on The Millionaire tonight, and he's on Friday nights, and
on Monday, his taxes will be audited.
So he's on Friday nights at 9. He's on The Millionaire at 9. You can play along at home on enhanced TV. You are a number. I have never met anything like you. We will be right back.
I'll do a bad joke first, though. If Earth hasn't been visited by
Every other guest has done this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Earth hasn't been visited by super intelligent aliens, then who made all those inexplicable, perfectly strong... Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then...
I was once trapped on a desert island, and to be honest, the 5 albums I brought didn't help a goddamn thing.
We write jokes. Right. So, would you like to read one?
Yeah.
That's for you.
I'll play along.
A little louder.
This one, I don't know in this era. They announced there's going to be another Twilight movie, and the little girl inside of me is really excited.
Well, John has a reputation for being a bit of a swinger. Did you know instead of an umbilical cord, John was born with a bungee cord? This is a saying I made up. There are a lot of ships that are very valuable, right? Like you probably think a golden ship was valuable, right?
This was already a terrible saying. This is
ship made only of diamonds. I don't know if it would float. I don't know. But you know, you would think that would be your most valuable ship. But you know what, sir? It is not. You know what your most valuable ship is?
What is that?
Friendship. And Cloris Leachman is here. Cloris. Cloris, if people say you're over the hill, don't believe them. Why, you'll never be over the hill, not in the car you drive.
Started collecting owl pellets, and for anyone who doesn't know, when an owl eats a field mouse or a rodent, it eats it, digests all of the edible parts, and then regurgitates a pellet, which is like all the bones, all the undigestible matter. And I collect those and harvest the bones, and then make magical creatures out of them.
Well, that's fine with me about that owl. I don't give a hoot. Greg Giraldo is here. He has the grace of a swan, the wisdom of an owl, and the eye of an eagle. Ladies and gentlemen, this man is for the birds. Susie Essman, of course, is famous for being a vegetarian. Hey, she may be a vegetarian, but she's still full of baloney in my book. Hey, listen, I may not have book smarts, but you know what I have? Supermarket flyer smarts. You know where I got them? From reading a lot of supermarket flyers.
That can't be one of the jokes, is it?
Jesus.
Dude.
Did you ever think...
I smell a mass firing.
When you go to the men's room later, you'll see a sign that says, "Gentlemen, pay no heed, go right in." There's no room that says scoundrel on it. I made a bad business decision, Adam Egan. Started an online business. You know what I sold? Brick and mortar.
Pretty good. I like you gave it something, too.
I gave him a little bit.
Is this going to go down as a test show?
No.
You better fucking air it.
Listen, you ever think that I wanted to... Rushing to the words. Yes.
Jesus Christ. Test show, test show. I'm being tricked.
I have a lot of well-wishers here tonight, and a lot of them would like to throw you down one. A well. They want to murder you in a well. Seems a little harsh, but apparently they want to murder you in a well. It says here on this card. Hey, a new study shows 37% of people talk to their car. It's the first study ever conducted by the International Organization of David Hasselhoff. No, but Bob has a beautiful face like a flower. Yeah, cauliflower. No offense, but your face looks like a cauliflower. President of ESPN says he quit the network because he was being extorted over his cocaine use. Cocaine also explains why fuck it. As you can see, he has wavy hair. It's waving goodbye on account of he's going bald.
Did you know every planet in our solar system is named after a god?
I did not know that.
Except Earth, which is named after all that stuff on the ground. Okay, can I keep this?
You got
I love this.
No, I think that that Bob should join the Ku Klux Klan. And that's not because he's racist. He's not racist. It's just that he'd look a lot better with a hood over his head on account of his face. How can you not get that? Call me old-fashioned, but I long for the days when wives stayed at home and only cost 3 goats.
I get that one.
I heard you have hair on your chest, Bob, and, well, let me tell you something. That isn't your only resemblance to Rin Tin Tin. You're a fucking dog face. No, there are times when Bob has something on his mind, when he wears a hat. With no thoughts at all, just a hat. I don't want fancy things or fancy schmancy things. I don't even want fancy schmancy wancy things or fancy schmancy take a trip to Francie things. What I want is wasting your time and mine.
You're an infant.
The joke. I don't think we're coming back either. Don't say that at me. Here's the joke.
TV pitch, 3 words, young Gene Shalit.
I'd watch that. I would watch.
They're going to have to lease editing equipment for this show.
Hey, what about this joke? If you can't handle me when I'm covered in the blood of a boar I've just sacrificed to the gods, then you do not deserve me during the bountiful harvest that will result. Nah, those things don't work out.
I'm not coming back, Norm.
And Bob is not very worldly. He thinks the English Channel is a British TV station and not a body of water separating England and France. No, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. He's never bought Christmas seals. He told me he wouldn't know what to feed them. When I was a kid, I walked in on my parents having sex. It was the most embarrassing half hour of my life. This is what I saw. This is what I saw. I walked in.
Your mom is lucky.
I walked in. I take after my father. I like my movies like I like my pasta. Meatballs, too. Okay, go.
I can't stand stuck-up bodies of water.
Is that right?
It's like, get over yourself, Lake Superior. My favorite NCAA teams all happen to be colors. Auburn, Navy, Sienna, and hot bubblegum pink.
Oh, they're very good, yes, they. Do you want to say it again?
No.
Oh, here's something interesting. You don't have to hold on to that.
I'm just trying to believe that somebody actually wrote that as a joke.
Jane, if you fight fire with fire, there's only one winner. America's powerful fire lobby.
Who writes these?
My palm reader told me that I have nice hands. Maybe the nicest hands she's ever seen. Also, on Friday, I'm going to get hit by a train. But let's be honest, most people you ever see go skinny dipping are more actually going dipping. Let's just be. And now, Jane Fonda will do the last joke, so say your joke.
If I could add one president to Mount Rushmore, it would be James Polk, because I'm interested to know what he looked like.
What did he look like? I took him to a ball game, and he came toting a double-barreled shotgun. You remember that? I said, what the H is that for? Bob said, I heard the Lions were playing the Tigers.
Imagine how different our world would be if Mumford had remained childless.
Fad Mumford?
Fad.
Fad.
Fad?
Shut up. Okay, next.
You know, I've been jogging for a few months now, Chevy, and you might like to know that I recently set a personal record for a 5-mile run. 3 miles. And now, the final joke by Chevy Chase.
To me, perfect sex is like a car wash. You start by lining up right and going in slow, and you finish when 3 Mexican dudes run up and furiously towel you off.
This is not a great joke. I shouldn't editorialize. A storm picked up eggs and milk over the Rockies and is now battering the Midwest. It's a terrible... So that's not much of a joke. M. Night, take everything you know about bread and throw it out the window. Okay? Did you do that?
I did.
Great. Now, let me tell you about a little invention I made. Bread.
Now, I ain't saying she's a gold digger.
You're not saying she's a gold digger.
But she does have several shovels, picks, and panning sluices strapped to her burrow.
Oh, well. She may, in fact, be a gold digger.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Wearing glasses doesn't always make you smarter. For example, you must wear them on your face. I'm missing it.
Right now, and just give everything to that one word, face.
Okay. Wearing glasses doesn't always make you look smarter. For example, you must wear them on your face.
No, nailed it.
Is that good?
Yes, that's very good.
I
You know these donkey shows
I feel
down
like that's a pity laugh. Definitely this area was a pity. That was a pity. That was a couple of genuine over there.
Sure.
Okay, here's the final joke.
Final joke. The inside of the human body is more of a miracle than you'd first think.
Even more of a miracle than you'd first think. Why is that?
Since everything goes on in there in total darkness.
Well, you never... What? Wait, no. Oh, cut it!
That can't be the way we end.
No. Authors are obsessed. This is what, going back to to, I don't know, Updike and Hemingway. Male authors have been, you know, anyways, male authors do tend to be obsessed with female bodies. Male authors obsessed with female bodies. Going on about webbed feet and soft insulated. I'm sorry, that's male otters. No, Dave, no. This concludes the joke. It's about your friend.
Hey, you're not going to believe this, but Bill Maher is giving away the solution to all our problems for free. He is, isn't he?
Norm MacDonald died yesterday. Did you know Norm well?
Well, not well. No one knew him well.
Yeah, no one knew him well. I worked with him. I spent a great deal of time with him, and I feel like I never knew him at all.
But huge fan. A guy who was not afraid to be too subtle for most people. That's ballsy. You know, he did the jokes he wanted to do. I love that.
You believe in Lord? I do.
You do? Are you religious?
I believe in God.
I do too.
That's as far as I go.
Yeah, me too.
And I don't need your buddy Bill Maher telling me I'm an idiot.
I don't like when atheists say all that shit. It pisses me off too. I'm glad you said that.
They don't know shit either.
So I want you to shut your fucking mouth.
Yeah.
So who asked you?
I've never got the answer to the one question, which is why? Why Connecticut children? Why? Why a bomber in Boston? If there is a God, he's omnipotent.
Yes.
If he's omnipotent, he could prevent it.
Yes.
Why didn't he prevent it?
I don't know, man, but you got to
don't
stop
get in.
hanging out in that hot tub with Bill Maher all the time. It sounds like you got a God-shaped hole in your heart.
What the hell are you talking about?
Interesting thing. Some comedians, Larry, I feel, a comedian, what he should be doing is being funny. That should be his goal, to be funny. I feel some comedians, their goal is to be smart. And the funny is like a collateral thing. They want to be seen as smart. Your friend Bill Maher, for instance, you know, he wants to be seen as an intellectual.
Dennis Miller.
Nobody likes a guy smarter than them. That's the worst guy you can be. A guy smarter than the audience. They're going to hate you, you know?
Yeah, it's a very good observation.
All right, let's talk a little bit about China because, Paul, you are an expert. This is your book. As you can see, it looks like many of the menus that you get in restaurants.
I said it had to look like a Chinese menu.
It really does.
It must look like
exactly like a menu. But I know you know a lot about it, and I don't, but here's what I think.
Don't be silly. I heard you speaking Mandarin backstage.
Clinton just re-upped the most favored nation status, which some people have said we shouldn't do. They say we should break off relations with China because China, admittedly, has, you know, as bad a human rights record as Don King. I don't know. It's just bad. But China is a very isolationist country. Historically, they built a wall. I don't know if you know that. And if
That's
we...
the Berlin Wall.
No. That's a different wall. That's in Egypt. And if we break off with them, I think they'll just say, well, the hell with you, and go on doing what they're doing anyway. I think the only way to bring them into the family of nations, and I know this is what the president says, but not just this president, many others, is to engage with them. Why is that wrong?
It's not wrong with we owe them. We already owe them so much money. We can't break off them. We have so many slave laborers and little kiddies earning 10 cents a day to make tennis shoes that we can't. That we owe them a ton of money. We can't break off. I mean, they're not.
Of course
in other
we
words,
can break off. Of course we can break off. First of all, the president himself in 1992 attacked President Bush for coddling the butchers of Beijing. Do you remember that?
Well,
now
that
here
was
we
during
are.
a campaign.
He doesn't just want to extend most favored nation status permanently. He wants to toast them, celebrate them, honor them. I mean, can't we just trade with them? Do we have to respect them in the morning?
But the whole world, it's tough. The whole... I agree. I don't know why they're the most favored nation, but we do owe them a ton of money. The fact is that they make stuff for the whole world. Every Christmas decoration in the whole world is made in China. Forget Nikes, you know.
Well, that lets you know that the issue is money. Clearly, the issue has to be money. I was telling Ariana, I saw a documentary that really detailed the whole events in Tiananmen Square. I mean, and this was some really deep stuff. And if anyone saw that, you know, they would say, well, this is wrong. How can we support any regime or any government that supports this? It was like 2 weeks of Kent State, you know, day and night. But when it's not like, clearly the issue is money.
You approved of Tiananmen Square, so did Al Haig. Everyone's saying
that doesn't make it right.
No, it's not right. No, it's not right. I think it's despicable. I think it's an abomination. I think it's an abomination. I don't think we should give them most favored nation. I agree with you.
But why not? Because if we break off, other people will trade with them, and they won't.
Everyone trades with them.
Isn't it hubris to think that we can change China any more than China could change us by making campaign contributions?
Do you know what's the percentage?
Well, we're bending. It's not just that we're not doing anything. We're bending over. The whole world is bending over for them and saying, "Do it to me." It's not.
On that note, Norm,
stop.
But it's a fact. It is a fact. It is a fact. Because Clinton has a single-faceted policy, which is just trade, nothing else.
But also, do you know what percentage of our exports goes to China? Just 2%. So this is a big myth that somehow exports. Yes, the only 2%. That's not much. And on top of it, please explain to me why we don't give most favored nation status to Cuba, Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos, but we give it to China. It doesn't make any sense.
Because they got money. Cuba,
it's bucks.
Just like what about Saudi Arabia? They have human rights violations there, but they have oil. We don't even hear a peep out of that.
Well, that's where it's uneven. The policy is clearly uneven. And,
right.
I mean, you'd think that someone should come out and say this is what it is.
But what I find amusing is that no one knows. If people approve and say, Tiananmen Square, that's all right. But they don't know how many people got killed. They say, it's all right, might have killed a few. But no one, even Kissinger, brain that he is, doesn't know how many people got killed, but saying, it's okay. Lee Kuan Yew of Singapore, they said it's okay, he had to disperse the students. No one knows how many got killed.
Well, how many, Mr. Expert?
Well, I don't know. That's the whole point. If I knew.
I'll tell you why nobody knows, because people forget a very important thing. The Chinese are a lot smarter than us. So it's hard to criticize. But some things we excel at that they don't. I mean,
one thing
I have never seen a Chinese guy in a porno. You know what I mean?
I got to take a break. We'll be right.
I was on Politically Incorrect a couple of times, and fuck, man, you have to have an opinion about every goddamn thing on that show. So,
or you can just do a little homework and write some jokes.
Yeah, but sometimes I remember at the break, like Scott Carter go, enough with the jokes. But I'll never forget it. Like I'm very unlearned, and so before the show, Scott came in, who was the
producer. Yeah, he's been on the show. Yeah.
So he said, "What do you think about China and Taiwan?" And seriously, I only know those as words, So I was like, I don't know anything. Like, can't I have another subject? So, anyways, then we get out because he goes, because Bill believes this. I mean, anyways, when we get out, we're introducing the guy beside me, the smart guy, right? Mm-hmm. He wrote a book on China and Taiwan. Right. So fucking Bill Maher, he starts with me. He goes like, what was it, China and Taiwan? I go, I don't know. Fucking ask this guy. What do I know? I'm a nightclub comic. What? Like, that's what made me laugh at that show. Everyone's opinion's equal. Right. Right. Like a nightclub comic and an expert. And then another thing I always found funny about that show is the comedians try to be very serious, and then the serious guys are trying to get jokes. Yeah. So it's like...
it's not always our shining moment.
I do like Bill, though.
No, Bill's great at what he does. Yeah. Like he started out a straight up joke dude, and he knows his shit. And it's pretty amazing.
You know what's funny about him? I don't know if I should say this or not, but I mean he's probably aware of it. When he does his monologue, you notice when he does his monologue, he does Johnny Carson.
No, definitely. He definitely models himself. I think that's been his style for a long time. He definitely takes the posture.
But I find it very funny because, you know, he's got the posture and the timing and everything. And he's like, and then she came in his face, you know, but it's crazy words come out.
Carson would have loved to have done that.
Yeah, he probably would have. I would have got a thrill from listening to Johnny Carson because I haven't heard the guy in so long. And I love Johnny Carson. You love Johnny Carson. Sure. You know? And so on that tape, they kept saying Johnny Carson on the 911 tape, and I thought it'd be him going like, you know, I feel there's a yak on my chest, you know, or something like that.
A spider monkey just peed on me. Can we get the paramedics here?
But,
Call me to say goodnight, kiss me once or twice, I'll never let go of you. Fold me into your arms, stay with me till
let's talk about the military a little, because an important ruling came down last week from federal judge Shira Scheindlin, who said that they could now buy at the PX on the base dirty magazine, if you will. Big military support here. Yeah. It's a big military state.
Some deprived military personnel we can see.
She also included videos in the ruling saying they were also protected by free speech, although the plots were kind of thin. Anyway, it was called the act that she overturned was called the Military Honor and Decency Act, which for years had banned the selling of this kind of material because they said in that act that they thought it would encourage sexual harassment. When now some people are saying maybe the opposite is true. A quick session with the pet of the month, and maybe that soldier is...
Yeah. You get sleepy. Don't you get sleepy?
What do you mean?
You don't want to rape somebody when you're sleepy.
Why are you sleepy?
Well, after you watch the porno. Listen, I like... Norm, you have a strange metabolism.
Maybe it's those B12 shots you got.
Right. No,
You're in high school.
I like porno as much as the next guy, you know? And I probably like it... I probably like it 100 times as much as the next guy. But although, you know, I have been watching... this is amazing, because porno is my favorite kind of movie to watch. And yet... I've seen some pornos lately that my buddies have shown me. Have you seen these ones with all male casts? Gay pornos, they're called. These things are horrible. And there's thousands of them. They make thousands of them. They have not made one good one. And I'll tell you what the problem with it is. Quite seriously.
Yes, sir.
Quite seriously, the problem with these gay pornos and every one guys having sex with each other. Who the hell wants to see that? You know?
Maybe you're shopping in the wrong section of the store.
This is not for me.
I wonder if they can't have those in the military base then.
But these,
don't ask, don't tell, don't watch.
Right. That's an interesting question. I don't know if this ruling includes gay material on the base. Do you know?
Well, you know, it's really ironic at a time when they're trying to sensitize the soldiers. They're sending them to training on how to treat women with respect, and now they're stocking the PXs with porno magazines. It doesn't make sense. I mean, it's a mixed message, wouldn't you say?
Why?
Well, because these magazines degrade women. They do.
And I'll say one thing. No, why don't you just stand up for this segment? You know, like this is a little warning for people. Playgirl magazine has not got any girls in it.
I give up.
No, please, this hunk is done. But I don't see
You say, but they don't all degrade. You don't think Playboy
Well, I don't
degrades
look at
women,
them.
do you?
Obviously, I don't look at
Well,
them.
then how can you speak
I've
with
read
authority
about
if you
it,
don't look
and
at it?
I have a general idea of what's
Oh,
going on.
have you
there.
ever seen Oh, you-
Yes, I have, but I don't. I don't go out of my way to look for them. No, I don't.
Well, Norm has some material in
Yes,
his,
I'll ask
dressing
Norm
room.
next time. I'll call him and
He's got
see what he
thousands of
thinks.
videos. But they're all male. You might enjoy that.
No.
I also loved that I found out that he died after he died. Because to me, show business, we're here for you. You're not here for us. Now, I'm not judging anybody, but there are people who, whatever they're going through, they share it with the audience. Sometimes the audience loves that. I've never been in that camp. I'm not here to burden you. I'm here to lighten your burden. So the fact that Norm, now I didn't know about this, nobody knew about this. Good one, Norm.
Maybe I'm old-fashioned, but like, you tell me, because you're a gay guy. But I go into a gym. I go into workout. You know what I mean? I want to work out and I want to get my pecs and lats and shit like that, right? You know what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. But then I go into the locker room. Now, the last thing I want to see there is some guy's fucking hot, beautiful asshole.
But anyways, I went to my trainer. God, I don't work out. I'm a weak man. You know that, Dennis.
Well, listen, you and I were on the Mount Olympus of weakness.
And not just physically.
Oh, no, in every way.
In every single way. So I told the guy that, and he said he couldn't do anything except for the physical part. But I don't know if he was the best trainer anyway. He was smoking a butt the whole time.
No, that's not good.
That's just a joke. He was a big guy. And but I told him, I said, look, I don't want be big like you. I don't want veins. I have no use for that in my arms, or abs. I don't want abs. I don't know quite what they are. All I know is they were invented around the 80s. And I don't even know what you do when you get them. You know what I mean? Because you got to wear a shirt. You just go to work and go, hey, you want to see these things on my belly? Everybody's like, no. But so I told the guy, I said that I'm here for one reason and one reason only. I want to have one hot ass. But this guy explained to me, it was horrible. First he puts me on a treadmill, and they really should give that a better name too, a treadmill. It's so, and it's exactly what it is. You're just
Yeah, you're like a beast of burden at that point.
Yeah, just trudging. You get real tired and you go nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
I get enough of that in my real life.
Me too.
Yeah, sure. Then he puts me on one of those weight machines,
Yeah. Which weight machine exactly? Free weights or some sort of?
No, it's a real modern gym.
Oh, I see.
With the machines, I can't explain all of this because I've only been.
It's just your first day, right? Mm-hmm.
But it was a thing where I had to push up, real hard with my arms, these weights, plates,
Who needs it?
And so I hit the wall after about one, right? And the guy wanted me to do 20, So he's like, "You can do it, you can do it," So I proved him wrong. So my arm hurts. That's the long and the short of it. Dennis, is that my arm hurts. So I'm not.
Why only one? Why only one arm?
I don't know. That's an interesting question. But it's the back. It's not the bicep.
No.
It's the opposite one.
Mm-hmm.
And as they said in the Friends of Eddie Coyle, it hurts like a bastard.
Now, do you feel comfortable jumping into the common shower after a workout at a health club, Norman? Is that something you'd be comfortable with, or no?
No.
No.
Listen, if I go to a gym, I go to a gym to work out. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then I don't like that thing where you go into the thing and everybody's naked,
Mm-hmm.
Because I go there, I just want to get in, towel off, and go out. The last thing I want to do is stare at some guy's beautiful ass. for 20 minutes, you know.
We've got a theme here today.
I know,
Some
it
sense
is leaning heavily on that word.
There's a narrative. There's a through line.
You know what I mean? Like, I go there, I do the curls, I do this thing here.
Literally doing
that
none of
gets the
those
chest,
things,
and I go like this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to be in the fucking locker room hiding behind a fucking thing, staring at the guy's beautiful balls from behind, you know what I mean? I got no time for that shit. I went to Brokeback Mountain, and I thought it was a Western. Fucking tell me it's a Western. No, I'm not. Watching it, and I'm like, where's the guy? I want to see a guy with a white hat and a guy with a black hat, and I want to see them shooting each other up in front of the saloon, you know? Last thing I want to see is a close-up of a beautiful hot cock slipping into an asshole. Now, they didn't show that in the movie, but why not? If they're going to make a movie, make it right.
It's nobody's business but ours.
It's a one-shot thing we got going on here.
You know, it could be like this always.
So I want to be in the back cheering, go, go, Sheriff. You'll get the fucking townsfolk behind you. You know, when it really comes down to it, I don't want to be fucking whacking off on some fucking guy in front of me and come all over him, and then he's got to come all over him, and then he's yelling, and then who's the homophobe, right? This guy is so fucking unsure of his sexuality. He's mad at me because I jizzed all over his face. Hey, Dave, say what you will about Elon Musk, but with his new plan to bring people to Mars, nobody is a more creative serial killer. Like my friends, Lori, who is my good friend, her best friend, or not her best friend, but her friend is Elon Musk, who I'm sure.
Yeah, SpaceX.
And I go, this guy should be the most famous guy in the world by far.
Yes.
This guy is the coolest motherfucker.
Yes.
You know, and he just risks everything constantly, and he has so much hope, and he's not a cynic like everybody else.
Yeah.
He wants to colonize Mars, and oh my God, like...
He's a leader in two insane fields.
Yes.
Space flight and automotive.
I know.
It's crazy.
And he's making a hydro loop to San Francisco.
Yes. It's just like,
and
God.
he throws all his money. So, you know, he makes, I think he started with PayPal.
Yeah.
So he makes all his money, boom, throws it all in. So at one... As soon as he fails, everything disintegrates.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
But he doesn't care. He, like he just tells me, he goes, I want to be alive to see a man on Mars. I probably won't be, but it's amazing in this world of everything.
And it's also it's beautiful that those people still exist.
Yeah.
That can rise from whatever muck we're all in.
Right.
They can still be like, no, we're going to go do this.
Yeah,
Like,
they can have
imagination.
Instead of going like, hey, the fucking global warming, everything's going to go to shit. Like,
it's like, let's build a rocket and go to Mars.
He has an answer.
Yeah.
That's awesome. He has an answer instead of the answer being, the other guys are wrong.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
This is
awesome.
getting so
It is.
right?
Yeah.
It's
Good, though. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
My Uncle Phil. You ever meet my Uncle Phil?
I didn't meet your Uncle Phil, no.
Oh, you didn't? He was...
Yeah, we don't know each other that well. Remember?
That's true.
No,
So,
I've not met your Uncle Phil.
He's a good man, Uncle Phil. So he was telling me, you know, he's just one of these guys that has so many lives pushed into one. He just does so many things, you know? Mm-hmm. And he was telling me, he says, he's a kind of a jack of all trades, you'd call him.
Yeah. That's a good phrase.
Yeah, he's a jack of all trades. So he was telling me, he said, the problem is, you're not really appreciated for any single thing because you're so good at so many things. You understand what I mean?
I hear you.
Yeah. So he said to me one time, he says, Norm, he says, we were just walking through his town, you know, of Monkland, Maine he lives in. And we were just walking through the town. He's an old fella, you know?
Right, one of the old people.
Yeah, he's 80.
Yeah, 80, okay.
80 years young, he says. So he goes, Norm, you see that barn over there, he says to me. I look over, there's a barn. I go, yeah. He goes, I built that barn with my own hands, all by myself. But he goes, do they call me, do they say, there's Phil, the barn builder? No, sir, he says. I said, yeah. He goes, look over there, you see that weather balloon? He says, you don't know this about me, Norm. He says, I was one of the first men ever to fly in a weather balloon.
Wow.
He says, but do they say, hey, there goes Phil, the weather balloon pioneer? No. He says, look over there's a bakery that I started. You know, that dirty bastard Bob has it now, but I'm the guy that started that bakery. And I go, all right, easy. And he goes, I started that bakery and I was the best baker, but does anybody go, oh, there goes Phil, the great baker? No, he says, but he says, let me tell you something, Norm. He says, you have sex with one goat. And he says, people then, they say, there goes Bill, the dirty goat.
Get rid of that. We don't need that microphone anymore, do we? Wow, well, I do want to meet this man someday. He sounds fascinating. We got to talk about this.
Norm, let me ask you something. Seriously, what do you do for fun? Like, name one thing you do for fun.
For fun?
For fun. Like, I'm going to have some fun tonight
I've got
or today.
nothing to do today. Here's what I'm going to do.
Is it spend money? It's not go
Golf.
shopping. You don't decorate the place. What do you do?
I guess the only thing I do is I like to read sometimes.
You're lying.
I do. That's what I mean. That makes me.
Do you
feel
play video games? Do you play cards? Do you
Solitaire?
I read a lot of Mark Twain.
There's only so much Mark Twain, and
not
you're
much actually.
Yeah.
I'm reading letters from Hawaii now, something I've never read before. But I read like stuff that I read a lot of literature. And
Do you go to movies?
I reread it a lot. No.
Great. Now that you are a author, can you tell us a little bit about your favorite books?
What my favorite books of all time?
Favorite books in general, all time.
My favorite book is Search for Lost Time. My favorite American book is The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. I love Russian literature, and that's what I read mostly. Yeah, just the standard stuff. I don't like Dostoevsky, but I like the actual good writers.
So yeah, my brother still has it. If you see turkey coops going down the road, if you see birds going down the road, most likely came from Tipton, Missouri, those crates.
That's where you're from, Missouri.
Yeah.
Mark Twain country.
2 fathoms here.
Say again now? Is that a Mark Twain quote?
That's what Mark Twain, Mark II. Mark Twain.
Oh, that's
Mark
where
Twain.
That's where the word Mark Twain came from.
Got it.
On the riverboat.
2 fathoms here.
Yes, sir. You know his real name?
Samuel.
Ellen Claiborne.
No, I don't.
Or something like that, right?
He had it.
He had it.
Sam Clemens.
Samuel Clemens. Do you ever read any of his work?
Mark Twain?
Yeah.
Yeah. In the United States, it's required reading in grade school.
Well, sir, my son went to a school here in Los Angeles, California. And I don't like when they teach great writers minor work. I want to teach them the best work. Right?
Yeah.
So I went to the teacher and I said, why are you teaching my son Tom Sawyer when Huckleberry Finn,
Life on the Mississippi,
The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, drawing dust on the shelf behind you? Oh, it's because it's racist.
Mm-hmm.
It's racist. It's the least racist book ever. It's anti-racist.
Exactly.
Goodness gracious, the ignorance of people.
Well, what happened to the rest of the story? That was it? She said we can't do that and that's it?
She said the next thing we're going to do is Toni. We're going to study Toni Morrison, and she's rad.
Wow.
This is a private school that I'm paying a lot of money for.
Yeah, I get you.
Now, listen, Dennis. Have you heard about this Huckleberry Finn thing?
I heard something about they wanted to take the N-word out, right?
Yeah, anyways, I wanted to bring it up before I forgot, and then we'll get on to my my project.
All right, do you have any observation on it, any tweak on it, or just the cognizance of the fact that they want to...
No, well, I feel it's a thorny issue.
Mm-hmm.
No, that wasn't the whole thing.
No.
I thought you were going to go like, well, how so, or something like that.
Tell us more, Norm. Why don't you do...
I feel it's a thorny issue.
Yeah,
I'll tell
me
you why.
too. Why, Norm?
Well, you got Mark Twain, and you're talking about, I mean, for those of you who don't know, what I'm talking about, they've taken out the N-word, out of many of the books of Huckleberry Finn.
Norm, they've taken out.
And so you got a thorny issue that I think I have a solution to. Do you want to hear it?
Oh, man. Never anything more.
Well, the thorny issue is this.
Yes.
You don't want to take, Mark Twain, one of the greatest writer ever to brush paper with ink, and change his words, for God's sake. On the other side of the coin, you don't want to have a young African American boy in school, hearing that word out loud and causing him pain. So it's a thorny issue. But I figure it this way. You've read Huckleberry Finn.
You are so splendidly demented. Yeah, I've read it.
You know it's written in the first person by Huckleberry Finn.
Yes, I do.
And it includes the N-word.
Yes.
Therefore, you just change Huckleberry Finn to a black kid.
And it's like a rap song at that point, right?
Exactly. Everything's cool.
Some days we get closer. Things that we never really needed. Promises that we never thought of keeping safe. I guess it's never over if we never got a chance to break away.
David, on one time, this is a true story, and Dave, you'll attest to this, bought me a beautiful leather jacket.
Oh, that's right.
Well out of my price range. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm no one to take charity.
You're doing like a Mark Twain one-man show. All alone in the back. He's constantly screwing with you on every level.
Right.
But his word choice is, he was like Mark Twain. He had this folksy, completely out of time. And I don't know if he was born 300 years too late or 300 years too early, but he's talking in a way, no one speaks like that. And you really appreciate the way he says things and his timing.
Man, I was in the airplane. I was flying, and you don't have those. I was saying about I know what I was talking about the emergency exit roads. Because the stewardess, that's where we all got into this mess in the first place. The stewardess or the flight attendant comes to you, and the flight attendant says to you, listen, in case the plane crashes and, a flood of gray-black smoke races down the fuselage towards your lungs, would you mind letting everyone else out before you? And then you say, yes, I will do that. Funny thing is, I was going to ask you if I could do that. That's the funny thing. Before you asked me, I was going to ask you, because I feel it's well worth the extra 1.5 inches of leg room. Stop. Meanwhile, in real life, I'd be fucking kicking my own mother. Like, get the fuck out of here, you old whore. You lived a full life, goddammit. I used to be on TV. What the fuck? I get to come out first. Here's the thing. Also, that airplane, right? When that crashes, when the plane crashes, I feel that window may change locations. Like it might no longer be right beside you after the 9,000-mile-an-hour collision or whatever the fuck it is. I know it goes down fast and hard. I was listening to you listen to those warnings, and I guess I just block my ears to them because I've heard them so often. But there's one I'm sure you guys have all heard of, but for some reason I missed it. It says if the oxygen mask comes down, they go, if the oxygen mask comes down, be sure to put it on your own face before you put it on the face of your little child. And I was like, God damn, that was my plan. You have to blab it to everybody. But anyway, I think it's just to make you feel better because, the things they tell you, They go, by the way, in case of a big crash, don't forget that your seat cushion is also a boat. Who the fuck believes that? Go, hey, honey, man, we're going to be cheap at the cottage this year. I just bought us 5 boats. And of course, that never happened. You ever hear fucking, hey, you turn on the news, hey, a plane crashed in the Pacific. But don't worry, everybody floating around on their fucking boats. They listen to the lady. Everything's cool, everything's fine. No, everything's, you have no chance. If a plane crashes, right? Think about this, you ever see a plane crash? They take pictures of it, videos. They don't care. And that's because you never see a body in a plane crash, and that's because the speed vaporizes everything so that there's nothing that even resembles a human being. It's just a whole bunch of, it's stuff. It's stuff, that's what it is. It's a plane load of stuff. They go in, they go, God damn, there's a lot of stuff in this fucking plane. And then, the loved ones of the victims, they want the stuff. They don't call it stuff, they call it remains. It's a nice word for stuff. Ashes to ashes, stuff to stuff. They want the remains, and I understand that, you know what I mean? Like they go, oh God, man, I can't get to sleep because my firstborn Mitchell, I love him so much, I can't even get to sleep because I keep thinking of his final minutes on that airplane. If only I could see his remains. I'd get a good night's sleep then. With that picture imprinted on my head. It'd be just like an Ambien. I'd be almost... Then I could put this whole thing behind me. And you're not going to get the real remains. It's not like they go on the plane and go, hey, look at that strawberry blonde lock of hair. I bet that belongs to Agnes from sitting over there. Didn't you find her shin bone earlier there, Jen? Put that over there. Reconstruct that. What the fuck, are you crazy? They just go on the plane. They go, holy fuck, look at all this stuff. And then they go, here's the ID. It says NORM MACDONALD, 190 pounds. Okay, shovel 190 pounds of stuff into a bag. Let's go. Daylight's burning. Stamp Norm on the side of that one and send it off to his mother. His mother wants to see it. And then my mother gets it and goes, oh, excellent. Good. Wow. Now I can look back and laugh at it. Hey, I don't remember Norm having 3 eyeballs. I guess none of us really knew him after all. Each one a stranger from the other. because I was on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Yeah.
And that was my charity, right? And so I won $500,000. And
Hole in the Wall gang?
Hole in the Wall gang.
Yeah.
But I didn't tell them. So they just got a check for
$500,000.
$500,000.
Should have got $1 million.
So then, yeah.
I want to get into that.
So then, they keep sending me they want more money. Like they think
it's like an alumni association.
they think I'm a guy with $500,000 every fucking year. So I'm like, no, I don't have $500,000.
Yeah, this NORM MACDONALD, he must be some sort of shipping magnate or something.
Exactly.
I've never heard of him, but he evidently has very deep pockets and loves homeless children, so we should just keep hitting him up for money.
That's exactly it. He was going to meet me, so he's my hero, kind of. I love that.
Newman's your hero?
Well, I love all his movies, and I love how he's conducted his life.
Oh, boy, do I have a documentary for you.
Really?
Yeah.
The one you made?
Yeah, it's all about his racing life.
Oh, that's awesome, because, I love that. I don't know how old he was, but he was 40 or something. He was, when he started racing.
Late 40s.
Became one of the best
four-time
amateur
national
drivers.
champion.
Amazing.
I got 2 of his championship cars 100 feet from here.
And he's by all evidence, he was monogamous with Joanne Woodward. He wasn't a player when he was the most handsome guy ever.
Norm, was this? It's a little Paul Newman going on down there, right?
You were
more like
handsome,
yeah, you were handsome.
Huh?
What the happened? Anyway, no, I did Weekend
Have
Update.
you seen Paul Newman lately?
You do look better.
You know what I mean?
You know what's weird I just thought about, Norm? I think you might appreciate this conceptually. We appreciate 2 dudes. We appreciate the guy who's been faithful to his wife for 47 years and never looked the other way with all the trappings of Hollywood.
Yeah.
And we then thus also worship at the altar of the guy who fucked everything that wasn't nailed down. Like, boy, that guy was serious cocksman. I mean, boy, he fucked everyone. We don't, but when someone goes, he fucked like 8 chicks over the course of 40 years, we go, I don't know about him.
Well, it's like if a guy,
it's feast or famine in the fucking department.
It's like if a
one
guy,
chick or 180.
If a guy gets divorced twice, he's kind of a loser. But if he gets divorced 9 times, he's a character.
Oh, ladies' man. Yeah, hide the daughters when he comes into town.
I met Mickey Rooney.
Mm-hmm.
So he was the biggest star in the world, and he was married.
Norm's eating, by the way. If anyone wants to know what's going on.
So he was married to, I don't know, but it was like Ava Gardner, like 7 beautiful women, the biggest women, most beautiful women in Hollywood. So in his head, he still thought he could get these women,
it works on chicks. It doesn't work on dudes.
Oh,
what I'm saying
you mean
is
like B. Arthur or something.
Yeah, like if I found out that Lorenzo Lamas Jr. was banging B. Arthur 10 years ago, I wouldn't go, well, fuck, give me a piece of that shit. I'd go, he's got a mental condition. But women, when they find out that Sophia Loren is sucking off this fat producer, then they go, oh, must be good enough for me. You see how it works?
Did Sophia Loren suck off a fat producer?
Oh, yeah.
Is that true?
How do you think we know her name?
My Lord God.
I don't know for sure.
But you're allowed on this show to just slander
we can say
everybody.
what we want. Well, no, I'm not. Look, she's a dear friend. Sophie's a dear friend.
God.
No, I don't know her background. All I can say for sure is this, that it works this way with women. If there's one dude who beds a Kardashian and a Paris Hilton, he'll then get to, and a Lindsay Lohan, he'll get to mow through other Hollywood hot chicks.
Like David Spade is that guy.
Yeah, David Spade is that guy.
And I would say he's more, because Warren Beatty was always the gold standard, but Spade doesn't have the looks of Warren Beatty.
He's the aw shucks rapist.
Rapist?
Well, I don't know why you brought up rapist.
My Lord.
No, what
God.
I'm saying is Spade has quietly mowed through the entire bevy of blondes in this town, but he does it in a sort of unassuming way.
Yeah, Spade is an interesting character because he's outside of Hollywood. He makes fun of it, and yet he's deeply inside of Hollywood.
Balls deep, a lot.
Yeah,
many would argue.
No, but he'll be on red carpets, and I went out with him one time. He's like, "Let's go to a bar." We go to a fucking bar, and then people let us in, which is horrible. Like past everybody.
Right.
You go, let those guys in.
Yeah, there goes Spade and his bodyguards. His haggard bodyguard.
He's haggard as that. So I've never seen a picture of George Harrison not haggard.
He's somewhere, but he's be-haggard. He's like beleaguered and haggard. Like he's haggard with a beleagured
Be-haggard?
thought. Yeah. How about the fact that George Harrison, hold on, we got to get back to this.
Yeah.
How about the fact that he just got done beating cancer and a mad person broke into his estate and stabbed him repeatedly?
I forgot about that. Jesus Christ, that's bad luck.
Did anyone think that maybe hanging with the Dalai Lama isn't what it's cracked up to be, like in terms of karma?
How do you get into those? Like, remember that guy was going to jump over and to rape Steven Spielberg, and
right? Duct tape his mouth. I don't know why you're so fixated on rape. But continue. That's what I'm saying.
I'm just playing up here, baby. All right?
It seems easier. It's that kind of thing where it's like, what happened? Well, George Clooney was in Toronto shooting for 3 weeks, and a woman moved into his house. It's like. It seems a little casual considering there's walls and security cameras and alarm systems, but
Letterman would come home and there'd be a lady that thought he was his wife.
Waiting in bed. And he only fucked her twice.
Oh, my Lord. I have a stalker. Get this. My stalker.
Oh, you have a stalker?
Yeah.
Well, hold on a second.
68-year-old lady.
All right, so you and David Spade are walking into a bar.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was saying that?
Yeah.
So we go into the bar, so it's packed with people, and I don't like a lot of people now. And then you get a little fucking plastic drink, and you drink it, and then Spade goes, "Let's get out of here." And I'm like, "What?" And I don't even want to be there, and you're an inch from somebody's face, and so then we go to another bar. He does the exact same thing.
Right.
Let's get out of here. So he just goes places and exits. But
I think there's a power. I think there's a certain power in leaving.
Yeah, I guess there is.
Yeah.
But with women, he plays the long game. Like he's always texting them. He doesn't bed them the night he meets them. Like a year later.
Right.
But he's got so many on his...
He fucks them in the bathroom. Yeah, but not on a bed. Never on a bed.
Wait, no.
I hear what you're saying. I'm reading between the lines.
I can't talk about Dave. Now it's going to sound like I'm saying that about David.
No. What he does is he quietly... Like, here's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm saying. If you had a list of the famous coxmen of the town with the Warren Beatty's of the world and the Wilt Chamberlains and stuff like that, somewhere in the 13th spot would be David Spade.
Absolutely.
And everyone would go, how do you get on this list? A cute little blonde guy?
I'd put him way farther up than that. Way farther up. I'd put him maybe number 1.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
In terms of sheer numbers.
Quietly goes about his business.
Yes, he does. And
until we start talking about it.
I know, we shouldn't. But he's very self-deprecating about it. But he also, he knows everything that a young girl knows. Like that beautiful 20-year-old. He can talk to them about keeping up with the Kardashians and whatever the hell.
Right.
And then, if I...
Nobody's gonna change, you won't ever leave. On my mind again, I'm still not tired of it. Can make you want me. And I might act okay, say things will stay the same. Say I'm all I need. But every other night, I'm begging for that high. I'll come clean. Half the time, just wanna stop. Can't find another you if I'm lost. Can't find another you if I'm lost.
The press would be great. Tim Russert, right?
Yeah, you and Tim.
Me and Tim would be a great...
Load of laughs.
You guys lost me.
He doesn't know who Tim Russert is.
Anything about Tim Russert.
He only knows supermodels.
I get blank stares.
Yeah,
Hey, listen, Larry, you live next to me in Beverly Hills now. You knew Clampett. You're right next to me.
Clampett.
I just heard you're gonna come by
Don't give the address.
We're gonna. I know where you are. You're by Nate Now's, and My house has a water wiggle out front, and you're going to have to come by and hang out with me.
What is that?
What's a water wiggle?
That's his thing for a supermodel.
What an idiot.
It seemed like it bothered you during those years when you're doing the show that there was even any debate that this guy might not be innocent. So you kept in the updates, you kept twisting the knife with the jokes, but like it felt like there was some real conviction.
Well, because
behind
I really, I knew a lot of black guys were my buddies, and I was like, really? You think he's innocent? And then they were like, yeah, good guy. So it was like they knew he was guilty, but they weren't, they were willing to. And I didn't understand it until Beretta killed his wife.
Oh.
And then suddenly I go, now I know why all the black guys are saying that. Because I was like, nah, he's innocent, because I loved Beretta. Like when I was a kid, that was a great Beretta. And then, and so Beretta had the worst alibi of all time, I remember. He was like, no, I didn't shoot my wife. It couldn't have been me. I have an alibi. At the time, I was picking up my gun in a restaurant. So how could it be me? I was in the restaurant getting my gun. I came back. My wife was shot. I don't know what happened. She had a gunshot in the head. But anyways, he got off, and he went cowboying.
Did he get off? Why don't I remember that?
Yeah.
So who did they think killed his wife?
They're pretty sure it was somebody else that he perhaps hired. There was a very funny Bonnie Lee Bakley, who was his concubine, but there's tapes that I listened to from the National Enquirer of her phoning her wife for her phoning her sister because she was becoming suspicious that something might not be on the up and up with Robert Blake, who was treating her very well and taking her on vacation. So, anyways, the one time he took her to Big Bear, right? The next day, she phoned her sister, and she said, I think something's going on. Because last night, I woke up in the middle of the night, and Phil was there, who was his bodyguard, Robert Blake's bodyguard. So she says, I think something might not be going right, because I woke up in the middle of the night, and I could have sworn Phil was standing above me, looking down at me, and then he ran out of the room going, I can't do it, boss, I can't do it.
Stop.
So anyways, that was you don't have to be the guy with the big magnifying glass to figure out that one. I'll tell you what I do like in the news, the big murder trials, because I can follow that, And now we have the greatest one that's coming up, because it's the best when celebrities are up for murder, because then you know the guy, And so, right? So they selected the jurors for the Robert Blake trial, so that will move on, and I'm happy about that, because I love Robert Blake. Ever since I was a kid, watched him. Beretta, my favorite show. God damn, that was a good show. I will say one thing about Robert Blake. The guy appears to have not the greatest alibi I have ever heard. Seems to be a relatively weak alibi to me, and I'm no jurisprudence, I don't know. But this is his alibi as far as I can figure it out. He goes, it couldn't have been me who shot my wife in the secluded area over by the side of the ditch. On account I have an alibi. Oh, where were you? I had to go back to the restaurant. I forgot my gun. Then I got my gun. I went back to where my wife is, and goddamn, somebody shot her. Now, so I don't know what alibis he discarded before he decided to go with that one, but see, this is the thing with celebrity trials, is that it really gets the country all worked up. Because the last celebrity murder, of course, we had was the O.J. Simpson murder, and what happened there is O.J. Simpson was acquitted of murder, and then all the black people thought that O.J. was innocent. And all the white people thought that O.J. was guilty. So what happened was it created a racial divide in the country. I read that in a magazine. It created a... But what that means is, of course, the races were divided, you know? And that's no good, you know? So I was figuring, maybe, what do you think of this? Maybe we let Robert Blake off and call it even. And then... All right, folks. Well, God bless you all, and God bless America. Across the Great Plains, harsh weather and hungry boll weevils are the cause of one of the worst cotton harvests in years. Or so the Germans would have us believe. Last Sunday's National Hockey League game between the Buffalo Sabres and the Tampa Bay Lightning was postponed due to record snowfall in Buffalo. Or so the Germans would have us believe. This year's lack of snow in Alaska could help generate a surplus of moose next year, because deep snow makes it harder for moose to search for food, which leaves them more vulnerable to wolves. Or so the Germans would have us believe. In Fort Pierce, Florida, many Bell South customers will no longer pay long-distance phone rates for nearby calls, but will instead be charged with a flat rate of 25 cents. Or so the Germans would have us believe. In Little Rock, Arkansas, a consumer group is proceeding with a petition drive to get a proposal on the November ballot that would exempt food from state sales tax. Or so the Germans would have us believe. In St. Louis, archaeologists will use special radar on nearby landfills in an effort to find the 70-foot axle from a Ferris wheel, which was the centerpiece of the 1904 World's Fair. Or so the Germans would have us believe. And finally, last year, German Shepherds were rated the nation's most effective police dogs by far, sniffing out more than $100 million worth of illegal drugs. Or so the German Shepherds would have us believe. After numerous requests, the National Institute of Health has finally granted funds to the University of New Mexico in order to test mice for the deadly hantavirus. Although I'm sure the government would have acted a lot sooner if instead of mice, the hantavirus was killing off rich white guys. And in Brunswick, Maine, an outbreak of the deadly canine parvovirus has led to the local Humane Society killing many of its dogs. Gee, I wonder if the Humane Society would kill off victims of canine parvo if instead of dogs, they were rich old white guys. Wildlife officials in Maryland say that increased hunting will be necessary to control the state's black bear population. Gee, I wonder if hunting would be the answer if instead of overpopulation of black bears, there were an overpopulation of rich old white men.